This is the resume of one of my past clients. Yes, I printed it. When you look at this, nothing seems off at first. However, I can tell you there's something wrong right off the bat. There's no resume objective or resume summary, whatever you want to call it. And this client isn't alone. I worked with many clients and reviewed hundreds of resumes. And I can tell you 90% of them don't have a resume objective. But Maddie, you might say, I know people who got jobs even without a resume objective. Today, I don't want to talk about those 2% of people who make it to the interview. I want to talk about the rest, the 98%. Yes, according to a Workopolis survey, 98% of resumes never reach the hiring manager. And from my experience, including a resume objective is the quickest tweak you might add that can help you land more interviews. In this video, I want to convince you to add a resume objective right after you finish this video, obviously. But I also want to show you a couple of examples from my past clients who actually got interviews right after this tweak. Make sure you check out the video description for more resources you can download to help you in your job search. So let's come back to our Workopolis survey I mentioned earlier. If you read it, you'll learn that most people get rejected by the applicant tracking system, which only means one thing: their resume wasn't keyword optimized enough. Which brings me to the first reason why a resume objective can change your job search game. Number one, it's an easy way to keyword supercharge your resume. A new section means more content, meaning a new opportunity for you to add relevant keywords from the job posting, starting with the most important one, the job title. Now tell me, where in a resume can you put a job posting job title? I'm waiting. Nowhere. You can't possibly put it organically in your experience or education. It wouldn't make any sense unless you add a resume objective. Thanks to this new section, you can simply put it here. It literally says that this resume is made for this specific job title and how you qualify for it. Now, the job title is an important keyword to include. However, don't stop there. Head to monkeylearn.com/wordcloud and paste the whole job posting. Find the top keywords that are repeated most and write content that has these keywords where you can. However, when I say write good content, sometimes I will get people who will be so motivated to add lots of keywords that I will receive a resume objective that looks like this. Big chunk of text. Better than nothing, I guess, but not optimal, especially taking into account reason number 2 why you should include a resume objective. HR managers and recruiters spend 6 seconds looking at your resume. At this point, you might have heard that sentence countless times, but I swear it's true. Simply put yourself in their shoes. They need to hire someone urgently. They don't have time to waste. They need to review multiple resumes, and you give them that to read. Now, come on, I'm pretty sure many of them curse at us job seekers when they see that before dumping our resume in the garbage can. Instead of the big paragraph, write concise bullet points. Those are easy to read, well organized, and aesthetically pleasant to see. When a new person reads your resume, it'll be just easier for them to skim over it, go straight to the areas they want to look at, and determine if you have the necessary qualifications. Here's a heat map done by Business Insider to prove what I just said. You see how the header and summary are the first things hiring managers would see and spend time on. Then they will check the rest of your experience. The only problem is, when I say go ahead and write bullets, many people tend to write bullets focused on themselves or on tasks they used to do at their previous company. For example, motivated individual self-starter who's able to do XYZ. No one cares. That won't do you anything positive. It'll be as equivalent as writing a big paragraph. Okay, maybe not, but you get the idea. A good resume objective will fulfill my third reason why you should include one in the first place. Your resume feels it was made only for one company. A resume objective is meant to hook HR managers and recruiters and literally tell them, hey, look, 6 seconds won't be enough. Better read the whole thing because I'm the candidate for you. The question is, how do you do that the right way? Well, using the job posting, show them how your experience matches most of the job posting content. Companies will usually be more comfortable hiring you if you did some of what's listed in the past. So here's how you do it. In a job posting, you will always have a responsibilities section and a qualification section. What you want to do is read the responsibilities section carefully and try to include some of the requirements in your resume summary. Let's do an example together. If you read manages multiple clients concurrently, ability to prioritize and organize in an efficient and professional manner, you will try to answer this in one of your bullets, saying something like managed over 3 clients at different project stages using planning software such as Monday.com by allocating the right amount of resources during peak time, which helped the delivery of all projects in a timely manner. Now, this bullet is not bad, and it explicitly answers that requirement. It shows I can manage multiple clients at the same time, it says I know how to prioritize and organize myself, and I even give them a result at the end. If you do that for the most important requirements in a job posting, you'll see HR managers will just feel you've written your resume for them solely, and that usually will land you the interview. This is why I always recommend changing at least the resume objective for every company you apply for. You'll see way better results. You know what? Just try it for a couple of job postings and get back to me. My email is in the description. Perfect, let's see what all these tips look like in real life. But just before, drop a like if you're enjoying the video, it would help a ton. Great, remember the client's resume I showed you at the beginning of the video? Here's what it looked like after we worked together. He applied to a risk management role, so he added it to the summary title. He wrote 3 concise and powerful bullet points that answered the job posting and that showcased amazing accomplishments that simply say, I did it for my past companies, I can do this for you too. This summary, coupled with other adjustments throughout his resume, got him interviews with big companies like Bank of America and PwC, despite having what I call normal experience. Now, let's look at another client of mine from an engineering background I had a couple of months ago. When you have a couple of years of experience, it might be a good idea to highlight it right from the start. You know how many job postings include years of experience required, so putting it at the top will just help the HR manager. Then her next bullets explained her expertise coupled with great results. For example, reduced the completion timeline of a project by 50% and was awarded at her last company. So I loved working with her, and with this powerful resume coupled with networking strategies, she was able to secure a job she really wanted at one of her target companies. Now, I hope I was able to convince you to add a resume objective to your resume and give you a starting point if you want to create one. If you're struggling to write your resume, or you're struggling in your job search overall and can't seem to land interviews, I do offer career coaching. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. Let me know in the comment section, does your resume have a summary? Why or why not? Was I able to convince you? Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so that you won't miss any future videos like this one. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.